afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Back again. So there is something very little that I want to talk about. This video is all about margin calls and the open double position. That's what I'm going to talk about. Margin calls and the open double positions, because I've got very many questions. Someone is asking me, someone is questioning me that I set my robot with the margin calls, but it isn't buying the margin calls. I have my capital of $100, but I don't know why when I set into my robot $10 as my first buying amount, the robot had to buy with $20. So I'm going to explain about that and why and what you should do to see all that. So I'll come here and I select any coin. I'll select 1000 sats. When I select 1000 sats, you tap on I understand. So you tap on create down over here, create. So these are the procedures that you follow when you're setting a signal into your robot. So I just want to show you that why isn't your robot doing what? Why isn't your robot showing you that the margin calls, it is buying the margin calls? So we always select Martingale Strategy Bot. You tap on create. When you tap on create, you come over here. When you come over here, there is this AI margin call. So first of all, we are having these two. We have margin call and the AI margin call. So the reason as to why some of you're not seeing that your robot is buying the margin calls is just because that you left the AI margin call on. You left this AI margin call on. So when you leave the AI margin call, it means that the robot will buy depending on its knowledge. Let me give you an example. You have set a coin and you gave a coin a 5% drop or a 2% drop. So you're saying that when the market drops either 5%, the robot should buy more. But if you enable the AI margin call over here, when the market drops 5%, the robot may not buy, because the robot is reasoning on its own. So the robot may think that the market has not yet dropped enough for it to buy. So the robot will wait. So if you want the robot to follow what you have said, please make sure that you disable the AI margin call. You disable it. You close the AI margin call. That means that the robot will follow your settings. It won't make its own orders. It will follow your own settings. Because when you leave the AI margin call on, it means that the robot will depend on its thinking capacity. You may say that when the coin drops 5%, I want you to buy. But the coin may drop 5%, the robot may refuse to buy. For it may wait until the coin drops like 8%, it buys. So if you want the robot to follow what you have said, make sure the AI margin call, you disable it. So I'll tap on trade settings. There's another thing that I want to talk about. I'll tap on trade settings. Here I'll talk about because we are under manual settings, not smart settings. We always go under manual settings. So here I'm going to talk about the open double position. Here, open double position. So open double position will always work for those ones with enough capital. Open double position. What does it mean? My first position is $12. I hope you're seeing. Your first position is always your first buying amount. Open double position. So this is my first position. So with the open double position, if I enable this with the open double position, it means that when the robot starts to buy, instead of buying with $12 as my first buying amount, it will buy with $24. It has multiplied it. That is what we call the open double position. So whenever it is opening and position, remember, for it to open and position, that means that the robot is buying. So when the robot buys, instead of buying with $12, it will buy with $24. So for people with the capital, they can use the open double position. But if you're having less capital and you want to manage your capital very well, make sure that the open double position is disabled. Don't enable it. So basically, that's what I wanted to talk about. So I want you to know, when should I put on the AI margin call? When should I enable open double position? So you can enable AI when the robot, you want it to trade on its own, or you want the robot to think on its own. So for the open position doubled, it is open position doubled over here. Open position doubled. Open position doubled. So for you to open the open position doubled, make sure you have enough capital. Because for someone who wants to begin with the $100 as the first buying amount over here, for someone who will begin with $100 as the first buying amount, when you enable the open position doubled, it means that when the robot buys, it will buy with $100. It will buy with $200. $200. So if you want to manage your capital very well, make sure that open position doubled is disabled. So I want us to enjoy this business. Follow my videos. I'll leave you the link in the description. Remember, I told you, you can easily start the trading with the RoyalQ with just the aid of watching my videos that I make. So this will enable you to see that my robot is really perfecting, or my robot is really doing what I want. Because some people may see that you have set margin calls in your robot, but your robot is not buying the margin calls. The reason is just because you enable the AI margin call. So the robot is thinking on its own. And someone may say that I placed $12 as my first buying amount, but the robot has begun to buy with $24. Just because you enabled the open position doubled. So let us put a keen eye on those ones. So that's what I want to talk about today. When you should apply AI margin calls and the open position doubled in RoyalQ. Bye bye.